Hello everyone, this is TFury 017. Welcome to another episode of TFury Gaming. Today we're going to continue on from where we left off, which was defeating the exterminator, water nymph boss. And we're just gonna pick up with this cutscene after we defeated. If you guys will remember, Yakumo kind of saved me in that matchup there, but that's why I got him there, because he's a good partner. And this is just where Mia actually, thinks that her ashes of her brother are there, or may actually be the ashes of her brother. I'm not sure yet, but my character's doing his thing to look into the memories of this the last boss that we happened to defeat, which was the water nymph exterminator person. I'm sorry, I don't have that memorized off the top of my head, but I'll try to do better for the future.
Mia, I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be back.
But it's time.
You shouldn't sleep so late, you know? She's gonna be mad at me.
Oh, so we're looking into a piece of Nikolai's memories.
You're in forever.
And Jack.
Really sure?
Jack, the man with the most mysterious past.
Yeah, I'm sure. I want to keep Mia safe.
You have a noble spirit, Nikolai. I respect that.
You saw who was there with the kid, right? How do you think those two know each other? What the hell is going on? I think that memory was from the boy. What exactly was going on? A snowy mountain. Is something there?
Now this could be a clue to our next location, but I'm not sure if it is or not. I don't think it is. Maybe a clue to the future location. Probably is a clue to the future location.
What was all of that? Damn. She's losing herself.
Damn, she's having a seizure of dark possession and exterminate and exorcism going on there.
Right. Then
So
we're going back to
I guess
base.
she's frenzying. Frenzy's bad. You don't want to frenzy. think this is Mia's dream.
Nicola, are you there? I'll be back. Wait, let me go with you. You shouldn't sleep so late, you know.
And this will give a good clue to where her brother might be, I believe. Because when she touched that, it seemed like it kind of told her, like, when she touched that, she got a little piece of information about her brother.
Where am I? Nicola! Wait!
Yep, that's what it seems to be. Because a memory echo, I believe that's what they happen to be called. Or at least that's what I remember.
Don't go, Nicola!
Okay, this slow body zoom obviously screams a ton of fan service right now. I think it's for lolly lovers, but I don't know. Is she super short? She might be a lolly. I think she's probably a lolly.
But that means...
From my previous playthroughs, I do remember that Enzo's backstory is pretty interesting.
This place...
What exactly is going on here anyway? Why does every blood vein we find lead back to the old city ruins? The key to finding the source is
That is something. Like in the beginning of the game, there's a lot, and I mean a lot of things that always lead back to the old city ruins. It's like you're always going back there to somehow get to the next location that you need to go, but it goes off in like a different direction, which kind of reminds me a bit of Dark Souls 3, and considering this is a Souls-like game and the inspiration was Souls-ish, it makes a lot of sense.
Hey, are you sure you should be up and about?
Yeah, it's okay. Sorry for causing you so much trouble. I'm fine now. I hope I'll get a chance to repay you.
That information is more than enough.
There's a favor I'd like to ask. I'd like you to tell me how to get here. Please, it's really important to me. I'll pay you back, I promise.
I'd love to tell you, if I knew. I'm not sure of the path there myself. Other than that, it's sealed off by my asthma.
I see. Sorry, I don't mean to make demands of you.
It's not impossible, though. We were able to pass through the miasma. Thanks to our friend here. If you decide to stay with us, I'm sure we'll find the way to your snowy mountain eventually. Of course, you would need to help us out with our objective first.
I'm glad to do whatever you need me to. As long as I end up reaching my destination.
We have a deal. Good to have you along.
And this is basically where you get a new ally in your group,
Likewise.
which is good.
Well,
So
great. I
she
guess that's
basically
settled then.
uses a sniper rifle, gun type
You are now
weapon
officially one of our friends.
that you saw beforehand.
Friends?
So
I'm Yakumo.
she's
This
pretty good
brainiac
for
here is
killing
Louis.
ranged enemies
And
in this. If you
Huh?
choose to have her as a partner, she's
Murasame
not
at the
my
other.
particular choice. I tend to have Yakumo
I mean, if
or
that's okay.
Io, but she's good for that.
It is.
Actually, I don't think we've gotten your name yet.
I'm not really a fan of the gun weapons. I like the hack and slash. I think I've
I'm
probably
your
said that
contact,
before, but
and I'm good
that's
with
just
help if you guys ever
in
need
case you
help.
guys are interested in why I tend to use
Yeah,
the long
you sure did a number
sword
on
at
Yakumo.
this time. No, isn't it a long sword?
Seriously,
One-handed
that really
sword.
hurts.
Mixing that up with Monster Hunter.
Glad to have you on our side in the end.
There! That mountain of gear has been conquered. Everyone's stuff is fixed up and ready to go.
You're an angel, Murasame. Sorry we're always piling up the work on you.
Well, you'll find the source for sure this time, right? I look forward to hearing your report when you get back.
Look at all this stuff.
Now, for
Did you
anyone
gather
that's
it yourself?
interested, I don't think you ever get
That's great.
Murasame
I was worried about you.
as a
Hey, you and I are
partner
about the same age, aren't
in
we?
this particular
We're
game.
besties, I can tell.
You get her blood code, but you never get her
She's like that with
as a
everyone.
partner
Just smile and nod and it'll be fine.
to use, which is a little disappointing considering you'll find out later that she actually has some pretty
Now, those
good
aren't
combat
real,
ability
we wouldn't want you to
from
get hurt.
what was said in the story, but I won't spoil that
That's
for you.
right. No
But
need to rush recklessly into
that's
battle.
a
They're
pretty good
already
reason
waiting
to stick
for us down
around,
that
find
road.
more about it.
And without them, well, where would we be?
Oh, Yakumo looks sad.
Give me a break. And don't look at me like that. It's no big deal, okay? My friends are important. They're like family to me. My friends were all scattered after the Great Collapse. I don't even know if any of them survived. But every time we go somewhere new, I keep an eye out for them. Anyway, I count myself lucky. I went through some really nasty rejections back when I became a Revenant. Honestly, I was right on the brink of losing myself. It was my friends that pulled me back, kept me safe. Bunch of sentimental fools. I'll keep him safe, no matter what happens. That's how much my friends mean to me. And now I've got 3 more sheep to look after. A man's work is never done. So just don't worry about it.
Well, you're in awfully high spirits.
What do you mean?
Normally, you've got eyes like a dead fish. But now, you actually seem alive for once. I'm just glad you found some friends to cheer you up.
Friends.
Coco, Coco also can't be used as a partner, at least in the main game. I don't know much about the DLC. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it or not, but
I suppose you're right.
from what I know, Coco cannot be used in the main game either, in case any of you were wondering.
It looks like everyone has gone to rest. It seems more cheerful here now. The atmosphere has brightened a lot since we first came. You have the strength to overcome any obstacle in your path. A curious individual indeed. Recently, I've been puzzled. If it is possible, I want to stay
You know,
with
it would have been interesting to have someone offer Io some
you. I
clothes.
think a lot about how
Like,
I
she
felt
just runs around in
today
rags all the time,
and help
and
to
no
make
one.
a
I
difference.
mean, you mean to tell me
But it cannot
that
be. I am
our
unable to
boy,
think,
what's his
so
name?
it would only put you in danger.
Lewis has no extra clothes
I
lying
have to
around.
continue doing
Coco
my
has no
best.
extra clothes lying around,
That much I
so
am
she,
sure of.
Io doesn't have to run around in rags.
There's something that
Makes me
confuses
wonder
me.
how much we truly think of her
It's a
as a
strange
companion.
sensation that wells up from within me. What is it?
Yeah, I'm thinking about which one I want to ask her. Sadness, frustration, envy. I usually say sadness just because she always does seem sad, and I figure she would be sad because she's running around in rags all the time. I'd be sad too if I was running around in rags. Yep,
It could be.
sadness.
I'm not sure. It's a feeling as though something is pushing me.
So let's continue with our episode 5 of Code Vein TFury Gaming Special. I'm just gonna go talk to a few people now.
Hi.
See
Which
if
weapon do
there's
you want to
anything I
transform?
might want to transform. I know the questions that a lot of people have is whether to use intensification or fortification. I don't know if I answered this in one of my previous videos, but honestly, fortification seems to be the best for me personally. If you guys have different results, then please let me know in the comment section below. I'd be interested in hearing any of your opinions, but intensification, from what I've heard, just affects the scaling, but it lowers your physical base damage. Fortification increases your
Okay.
physical
Take care
base
then.
damage, and I think it increases a little bit of the scaling as well. So you definitely want your stuff fully fortified before you do New Game Plus as well. You want to do that extra damage, and any bit of that, any type of maximum fortification is very much needed, in my opinion. in the second playthrough of Code Vein. I'm just going through here, looking at some of the other blood codes I have from my first playthrough prior. Yeah, I'm gonna add some lightning to my weapon. I think that's usually pretty good one. A lot of things tend to be pretty weak to lightning, and it actually stuns them in a way. Gives you extra hits so you can get it on enemies and helps you deal some damage to them. Any type of buff really is helpful for one-handed sword players. Just because, you know, one-handed swords, their main thing is about speed, not necessarily about strength, but they do have a bit of strength in there. But yeah, they're definitely for dex builds, for casting builds. You could use a one-handed sword for like hybrid builds and things like that. So I'm gonna make sure I have buffing. A lot of people use buff build. I think mine is primarily a buff dex build if you really want to think about it. I've taken some time
There's
to
something I want to give you
really
now that you have a
examine it
chance.
and think about it
Right here.
hard, and I've determined that it is
That way I can
probably
keep
more
helping
of
you
a
out even if
buff
I'm not around.
build
It's a
that
symbol of
also
trust,
has a little bit of magic
bond
use in it
too.
for distant enemies and things like that. And I believe I just got Lewis's blood code. I mean, that's how you would get it at this particular point in the story.
You saved
Talk
me
to
back
him,
in
eventually
town,
he rips it out
and
of
now I live
himself,
at the
which is
shelter you
just
played
flat out
with at.
disturbing, but
I
he
don't
rips
fill my
out his
blood
blood code for
regularly,
you,
but
gives
you'll
it to
give me
you.
food
I
just so
already
I
actually
can
had
keep
it, but I
moving
wanted
forward.
to show you that if you talk to
I
him
can
at this
see that
particular
you live
stage,
right
right
near
after
the
you
blood
kill the
loss. To me, it
fourth
seems
boss,
quite
which is that water
luxurious.
nymph
I
exterminator
have a
creature,
much better life now,
um,
thanks to you.
that is when you will get Lewis's blood code at this moment in time.
Sorry for coming out of
Just want to
nowhere
talk to
with crazy
everyone,
requests.
make it feel as
Thanks.
authentic. For me, when I play through games, I
First,
like to
check
make
out the
things feel
statue in the old
authentic,
city
unless I know
ruins.
it's
I
absolutely a
saw
waste of
some of the
time.
government soldiers moving
But
through
talking to
there.
the characters usually reveals a
That
lot of
should
the
put you on the
story,
right track.
so I'm doing that at this moment.
I might not be able to contribute much, but I won't hold anything back. I'll fight with everything I've got. Whatever awaits us ahead, we have to keep going. If we stop, I know we'll regret it forever. I didn't imagine a place like this. It's rough, but everyone here is kind in some way or another. I always figured that anywhere people gathered was automatically vile. I might not be able to contribute much, but I won't hold anything back. Let me know if you need me.
That mirror there that you have a see with the glowing purple light, that's actually where you can customize your character, change their clothes, change their hair color, their eye color. I think you might also be able to change their skin tone as well. A lot of games don't have that, so that is one thing I actually like about Code Vein's character creation presets. I don't know if you can change their name. I don't believe you can change their name this far into the game, but fortunately, I'm happy with my character's name. Um, so just when you come up with a name, make sure that it's a name that you actually want, and you should be good. So I'm just gonna go to the Park Ruins because I remember where exactly I'm supposed to go next is at this particular area in order to get to the Cathedral of the Sacred Blood. Which really sounds, you know, the Cathedral of the Sacred Blood really sounds a lot like something from a Bloodborne game, which I shouldn't be surprised of because I know there's a lot of Dark Souls influence in this game, but it it really does sound like, you know, something that would be in Bloodborne. Area 13. Area E13, Ruin City.
Okay.
Alright,
Let's get this
let's
task
climb
done.
down here. You know, I'm not seeing any up. There is a vestige. Let's go collect that bad boy right here.
I wish we could take it home with us.
Prometheus Vestige Part D. That will actually help you get more Prometheus-like items in-game. So that way, now that you have Prometheus Vestige E, you'll be able to unlock more things in Lewis's Code. And Lewis's Code, great for one-handed build, one-handed sword build in my particular opinion. I think I like going his route rather than, what's his name's, Jack's route. As far as the one-handed sword thing, just because Jack's route is very, how do I say this, in my opinion, very high risk, high reward, and I'm not about high risk in games. That's just my particular thing, unless I'm really good at that particular high risk maneuver. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give a blood bead tree.
So, every spring we've found so far leads back to here. Come on, let's head in. The source can't be far off.
Alright, so we go into this cave here. I don't believe there's any enemies that come at us in this particular cave. They won't be until we actually get to the true next area. This is more just a passageway to get there.
Just as ordered, a new ladder. Don't run too far ahead.
And we're here. This is the Cathedral of the Sacred Blood. Now, honestly, I genuinely do like the architecture of this. I appreciate cathedrals in video games. They just feel like a moment of something climactic, you know? They just feel like this is the place where this will be the climax of the game. And in some ways it is. I'm not going to spoil how, but it does have something climactic occur. Like something, a turning point, if you will. Now I'm going to take out this enemy. These guys are kind of annoying. Like they hit hard, very hard. They're very hard hitting enemies. So you'll notice that I buffed my sword with lightning simply because I need to do damage to make sure that they die quicker. So that way they don't have the time to continuously hit me.
Not an ideal battleground.
So I'm gonna go up here, pick up this Isis Chrome, and realize that this is locked. That's a door that you can unlock later on in this area, but we can't do that now, so we're just gonna go ahead and skip it and come back to it. And I'm gonna take out this enemy. Another lost has fallen. I'm just looking below just because some later on in this particular area there will be platforms that you have to jump down from and land on, and you want to keep a lookout for those because sometimes that's the way to get to the next area that you're supposed to go to. Because even though I like the architecture and like, you know, the scenery, even though it does look very similar, which I think was meant to confuse players, like this is kind of supposed to be like some type of puzzle you're kind of traversing. I like it is difficult. Like I've played this multiple times before I've streaming this to you now, and I can tell you straight up that um, it's confusing the first time you play it, maybe even the second time, but because I've gone through it a few times, it's not that bad for me per se. So I think this particular video will be very helpful for those that are just like, I have no idea where I'm going. And you know, you see those edits, I wouldn't worry, don't worry too much about those. Like I said, those are moments in which something bad happened or something repetitive, or where I got killed and I had to do something repetitive and I didn't want to waste your time. So don't worry, you're not missing anything important. You will be able to traverse to this area if you are completely lost and have no idea how to get through the Cathedral of the Sacred Blood. TFury Gaming is here for you and has got basically a guide. You know, I also show how to get a lot of useful items in this video as well. I'm just taking out these enemies because they need to fall before me, and you know, watch it the way if you guys watch the way I'm fighting, you'll be able to see, you know, how exactly I'm going about doing this. Right now, I'm doing a lot of dodging, getting behind, using my special attacks when I can, and just, you know, fighting. And also, as you'll know, I got my sword buffed right now. I'm using adrenaline. One thing I'd like to do when I know I'm about to have a very difficult encounter, make sure I'm at the very least using adrenaline. Overdrive when I can. A lot of time I don't use overdrive because I get hit out of it and then it just doesn't even matter anymore. And also, you know, I want to use my special moves to make sure my attacks are strong so I can do damage to these guys. Ooh, I just took a big hit there. Thank goodness for Yakuma with that giant, those two twin wolves he's got on his back due to his blood veil. And then that giant sword that he uses to upgrade. And we've defeated the Lost Presence invaders. Honestly, this is one of the hardest, in my opinion, mob battles that you encounter in the game. There are more, but like this one was, in my opinion, one of the most difficult ones, just because of all the hard-hitting enemies and things like that. And the ones where, and the fatties, like the fatties, you know, you get those, you combine all the enemies that we fought were pretty hard-hitting. So that's what makes that pretty difficult. But, you know, if you keep trying at it, you'll get it. MJ212, that's another good thing for I believe upgrading your either getting more abilities for your blood code. I believe that's it. Yes. The other things, the Queen Titanium and stuff, is used to upgrade your weapons. I almost mixed up the two for a second there. And you know, just made another guy fall down or fall before me. Now we're gonna go up to there's a certain point that I'm going to go to in this particular video, just because I don't want it to be ridiculously long. I know I like to make sure I fight a boss at the end of every single video thus far, but this time I had to break it up into two pieces, and that's because Cathedral of the Sacred Blood is actually kind of long. So, I mean, technically, I want to say it might actually be three pieces, and I don't want to spoil it, but you'll see what I mean when I get to that particular point. I think that should be in the next video, that second part of the, that should be the next Code Vein in the Code Vein series. Now, there is going to be a little bit slow up with the Kovan series just because I'm doing the Ghost of Tsushima series as well at the same around the same time.
Let's hop down.
Thus far, I've been more heavily into the Ghost of Tsushima series just because it's newer and
We'll have to take
I've
whatever
like
you
this is honestly I'm playing it like I haven't had it as long, so I'm more into it. So while I played this a lot, I've been more into the Ghost of Tsushima. But I am going to finish Code Vein. You could definitely keep an eye out for that. Let me just take this next guy out. Lightning Sword. I'm just gonna open this here, and I got myself see, that's a weapon I don't really care about, but hey, if you guys like the sniper gun type weapons in this game, you could totally just find one right there that I just went to.
Moving out. Who knows what's waiting through here? Making sure your gear is good. If they're not moving, they can be a landmark for us. Bring it anytime.
And I see another enemy that just needs to be taken out. Luckily, Akumo came to my rescue, even though I didn't really need him, but he's always there, having your back. Alright, so here's the fatty. Now normally there is a health upgrade here. I think it's an extension factor, a health upgrade that's usually in that white bush area, white stick area there, or white root area of a blood bead tree. There's usually one there. It's not here in this play because I've already played it, but if you go to where I just went, there should be some type of health upgrade. Which one, I do not necessarily remember, but you will find something that is useful in that particular room. So I highly suggest picking that up because it will increase either the amount of health that you get when you heal or your amount of times you can heal yourself.
I'm on my way.
So currently I'm just trying to get to the next portion of where I'm supposed to go, and even I do get confused at this place at times. Like, I will find where I need to go, but you know, I have all of the see, sometimes having the map unlocked really kind of works against your against your own benefit, just because you see where everything is but you don't necessarily remember where you went already, and you think, oh, maybe I didn't go there, but you did. So mixed feelings about Cathedral of the Sacred Blood. Overall, I love the architecture just because I think the cathedral looks cool, but a lot of it looks the same, which in my opinion wouldn't be so bad if you weren't trying to traverse it and it was not so large. Is it a good aspect of the game? Would I take it out? Of course not, I would not take it out. I genuinely think the architecture of it is cool. You're basically running through a cathedral, going up these stairs, searching for the monsters that you need to destroy. There's a part of that that just genuinely feels epic, like in numerous tales of people that went up run up the stairs and then defeated monsters like you know, dragons and things like that when you're trying to save the queen or whatever. There's just a lot of that vibe I get when I'm going through the cathedral. The only thing that's frustrating about it is that it's so big, it looks very similar, and sometimes you will get confused. So it's a bit of a doozy at times. So it feels like a maze. It's like a giant cathedral maze at times. It's and it's more advanced as far as trying to find where you're supposed to go than than say that last area that we were at where we fought that water nymph creature. That area that was like basically underneath the city ruins. Not the one that came right before the city ruins, but the one afterwards where we were underground and we actually took an elevator. So it's rough, but I wouldn't take it out of the game personally, just because I think that the architecture does look nice and the whole vibes I'm getting of like running through a castle, slaying monsters and stuff like that. I know Cathedral, but it feels like a castle as well. It's like a castle cathedral, in my honest opinion, even though it's called a cathedral, but you know. Let me just go up these stairs here.
Too far ahead.
Alright. I think I'm getting closer to this particular, to where I need to go.
Everything's the same color. I'm afraid I'll get confused.
Trying to make a left here. Okay, now I'm going to the place where I believe I'm supposed to be going.
Hold on. I'm on my way.
Alright, drop. And this is why I was looking down. These are the platforms I was talking about, like having to drop down to the next level. Just drop. No stairs, just dropping. You know, to make sure that you can get to where you need to go. Now, I already opened that treasure chest, so I'm going to continue on. But if you don't have that treasure chest open, you should open that. I believe I cut that out of the video because I spent a lot more time than you've actually seen me running around this particular area, because it's easy to get lost in. So I'm just trying to figure out which way to go. I think I'm supposed to be going this way. I'm gonna go left and then go up. Okay,
Don't want to fall here.
not that way. All of this place. Alright. Okay. Alright, so I'm supposed to go in this room and then go down these stairs and then make a left again, because that's the only way to turn at that particular corner.
Sorry.
And I'm genuinely irritated because I think I literally just went around in a circle. Oh, this place. Oh God, this place. So much frustration. Don't worry, we do get through this. We will get through this. I swear it. Trust me. I mean, there's only like 20 minutes left in this video if you're watching this, so I know for a fact we get through this. How does he know that? How does he know this if he's playing it live? It's a mystery. Don't worry about it. Anyhow. Okay, so the area that I was just at, I just turned left, or no, I was just at the corner, so I think I continued turning right, and then you want to continue on. So like, I know that there was a transition there. That's because I didn't want to continuously show you guys of me just running in circles or whatever. So I did blend it in. I did actually continue on going right. And I mean, I do continue going right. That's the right area to go. So like, the first time I had gone through a different path, I edited it out, and the first time that I go through it, I actually show myself like I'm about to go left, but you're actually supposed to go right. So go right and then continue on that way and go through the way that is shown in the video, and you should get through to the next area that you're actually supposed to go to. Yeah, this is what throws me off because the areas look so similar. Let me just check something real quick. Okay, so which way did I come in again? Okay, there's an enemy there, so obviously I'm going in the right direction. Ow, that hurt. I don't like pain. Okay, so I know. Okay, I'm just looking at this here map. Turn right here. Go down.
Moving out.
Continue to go all the way down. Okay. I'm gonna pick. Okay. Kill him. Oh god, is this the same? Did I literally just... Hold on. So basically, anytime you guys notice an edit or a place where the video slowly fades out and into another clip or whatever, that's because I was running around for a very ridiculously long period of freaking time. And I did not want you guys to see that. Even more running around. Now there is some discovery, like discovering enemies that need to die and then harvesting the things that I can use to upgrade my weapon. Or at least you would be able to upgrade your weapon because my weapon's already fully upgraded. Okay, obviously I gotta go another way, so I'm gonna do that now. And now we're on the right path. Okay. Another enemy. Twisty turning attack. Love that move. Have not said that in a while, actually. It's like my catchphrase now. Twisty turning attack. Cyclone. Maybe I should call this Cyclone attack. Or I could call it its freaking name. But I don't remember its name. Because I don't remember things sometimes. Alright, take him out. Go down here. And I believe I'm supposed to drop down. Okay, so yeah, you saw me go through this, I think, already. But on this particular time, when I go through this, I will get it right. KO. Complete and utter annihilation. Okay, let me lift this up. Wait, maybe I didn't go this way before. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, I think you guys are getting the picture. The video speaks for itself. You should let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I'm happy to address that. And this is, see, I did something similar to this, and this is why it was so, this place is so complex. It's like a giant cluster party. And you know what, man, let's just be real. It's a cluster in this place. So, I'm sorry, I had to just censor myself that time. It really is. And this enemy is going to have to take an L just like the rest. Okay, did I just go the wrong way again? Did I just go the wrong way again? Oh my gosh, guys, I get this right in the end, so bear with me. But remember, this is a hellhole for me as well. Even though I like this area, it sometimes is evil to all that go into it, and you could just wander for years on end. Not years, hours. I know one person that I was talking to on Discord actually quit the game just because of this area. I mean, you could at least go for a walkthrough online, but I guess some people don't have the patience for that. I don't know. I'm still looking. Go up here. Okay. My gosh, this place irritates me so much. Backstab, KO, fall before me. Oh gosh, this place, it literally makes me want to gouge my eyes out. At the same time, I still like it. What is wrong with me? Okay, and this is where we killed all those people, like when the mob came of enemies. Waiting for you. Imagine having someone wait for you with a long one-handed sword just to chop you in the face with it. That's gotta be a welcoming that everybody wants. I mean that with the utmost sarcasm. That's another enemy that's so much blood. So much blood. You know, if Coven was actually an anime, it would have to be Ascending or Signing, one of the two, just because it's too bloody for a shonen. Shonens can have blood in them, but like this is on a whole other level. Actually, that would be an interesting discussion. What do you think Code Vein would be? What genre would Code Vein be? Would it be a shonen or seinen? You should leave your comments in the comment section below. I'm sorry guys, I'm still searching.
Sorry. Moving out. We need to check out the layout of this place.
Oh boy. Getting lost in games is never fun. And the thing is, I know that I'm going to figure this out and find it. It just takes time. I'm wondering if I missed something, so that's why I'm going this way again. Let me look down again, see if there's anything. No.
What's this place?
Alright, so this is that big room again. I'm gonna jump down here. It just seems like the right thing to do.
Hold on. I'm on my way.
Then go up this tower here, and then go out this way. Or do I want to go this way? I think I want to go this way. But I should probably consider going right rather than that way. Oh, look, a treasure chest. You see, it's a good thing I didn't edit all this out, because you wouldn't see me get this treasure chest.
You have to take whatever you can
You'd at least see the empty treasure chest, so I could just tell you, don't worry about it. Anyway, okay, this is what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to go down this way and then drop down. Okay. Alright, so we figured it out. So you guys will be able to use this as a potential walkthrough as well as a let's play. So I'm happy for that. I'm glad. And here's the missile. I'm cutting this video short now. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Peace.